So if you're considering the new Xiaomi Pad 7, you may also be considering the Redmi Pad Pro, which is also made by Xiaomi. But which one of these is the better option? Well, let's talk about it. Price-wise, they're going to be very similar at around $300. Storage options are pretty similar at 128 gigabytes or 256 for both. You get 6 or 8 gigabytes of RAM with the Redmi Pad Pro versus 8 or 12 gigabytes of RAM for the Xiaomi Pad 7. Obviously, one big difference is going to be the screen size. You've got a larger 12.1-inch IPS LCD display on the Redmi Pad Pro versus 11.2-inch IPS LCD display on the Xiaomi Pad 7, up to 120 Hz refresh rate on the Redmi Pad versus 144 Hz on the Xiaomi Pad 7, and then 600 nits brightness for the Redmi Pad versus 800 nits peak brightness on the Xiaomi Pad 7. Even though the Redmi Pad is larger, it has a lower resolution at 1600 by 2560 versus 2136 by 3200 on the Xiaomi Pad 7. Once you put these two next to each other, you'll notice the Xiaomi Pad looks a little bit brighter. It's just a better quality display. Probably hard to see in the video, but the viewing angles are a lot better on the Xiaomi Pad 7. But overall, both of these look pretty good in person when watching movies, TV shows, or playing games. The Xiaomi Pad is also a little bit lighter at 500 grams versus 571 for the Redmi Pad Pro. I did notice if you lay these down on a flat surface, the Xiaomi Pad 7 rocks back and forth quite a bit because of the larger camera bump on the back. When it comes to battery life, these two are pretty much identical, lasting about 6 hours in my typical battery drain test at 100% screen brightness. So plenty of power to last a couple days with the mixed use, even longer once you turn the screen brightness down. You've got 33 watt fast charging for the Redmi Pad Pro versus 45 watts for the Xiaomi Pad 7. When it comes to the software, the Redmi Pad Pro has been updated to Android 15, HyperOS 2, just like the Xiaomi Pad 7, so they're going to be pretty much identical. You could even put the same wallpaper on the larger Redmi Pad Pro, and you can see it's going to look very similar. One advantage for the Xiaomi Pad is you have Workstation, where you can use floating windows, kind of like the new Samsung DeX, to be a little more productive. Another advantage for the Xiaomi Pad is you have video out, so you can connect to a projector, TV, or external monitor using an HDMI adapter, and that's something that should be on all tablets in my opinion. You have 2 years of software updates, 3 years security updates on both of these, so not the best out there when compared to Samsung or Apple, but hopefully they improve on that in the future. When it comes to performance, considering Redmi is the more budget brand, it's not a huge surprise that the performance is better on the Xiaomi Pad 7, but the Redmi Pad Pro still has pretty good performance. As you can see by the Geekbench scores, the biggest advantage is definitely going to be the GPU performance on the Xiaomi Pad 7, but you can play games like PUBG Mobile and Asphalt Legends Unite without too much issue. Of course, you'll get higher frame rates and better graphics on the Xiaomi Pad. It is a little bit easier to hold the Xiaomi Pad 7 compared to the Redmi Pad Pro as well. Of course, if you're using a controller most of the time, it's always nice to have a larger screen like the Redmi Pad Pro. One advantage with the Redmi Pad Pro is you still have a headphone jack, and even though there's 2 speakers on each side for both of these, the Xiaomi Pad 7 sounds a little bit better and louder overall. But here's a quick sample of each just to see if you can hear a difference. As far as cameras go, you get a little higher resolution, 13 megapixel on the back of the Xiaomi Pad 7 versus 8 megapixels on the back of the Redmi Pad Pro. Then you have an 8 megapixel camera on the front for both. Another advantage for the Xiaomi Pad is you can shoot up to 4K 30 frames per second for video recording versus only 1080p on the Redmi Pad Pro. I still think you could use either one for Zoom meetings or other video conference calls, but the Xiaomi Pad 7 has a little better photo and video video quality. Here's a quick sample of each just to give you an idea of what to expect. So really, the Redmi Pad Pro feels almost like a larger version of the Xiaomi Pad 7, but of course with lower performance. Obviously, it may come down to what you're looking for or how big of a tablet you need. Probably the biggest reason to go with the Redmi Pad Pro is the larger display, but you can't really go wrong with either one. I've got some more comparisons that I'm working on with the Xiaomi Pad 7, plus a lot of other tablet videos as well, so keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.